author of the new What Would It Take book. And today I'm going to be talking about what would it take business decisions. So if you have decisions you make in your business and you're not sure of what the right decision is, or that just analyzing all the options takes forever, then maybe you can use what would it take to help speed things up. Because every decision has not only the actual value of the options, picking what project you're going to do or who to hire, but there's also a time value. And a lot of people forget this. And typically in decisions, the longer you wait, the less value the options have. So if you're trying to decide on a new project for your company or a new sales or marketing method, if you wait for months to decide, you've lost that advantage of acting sooner. And often the option you pick will be worth less than it would have been if you decided earlier. So, or in the case of hiring candidates, maybe the good candidate you finally decide you're going to go with is no longer available. So there's definitely a time value to decisions. So if you want to use what would it take to make decisions, you can ask yourself, what would it take to know the most profitable and joyful option for me here? You could ask, what would it take to know the most profitable option? Or separately, what would it take to know the most joyful option for me? Maybe the most profitable and the most joyful options are different in this case, and then you might need to trade off between those two. I always like to have both profits and joy, because profits without joy just sucks, and joy without profits doesn't pay the rent. So good to have both of those in there. And you may get answers, you may get inspired actions to take that will help guide you towards getting what the best option is, or you may get an answer to what the best option is from your intuition straight away. You might also want to add a time dimension to that question. What would it take to know the most profitable option this year or for the next 5 years, or whatever the time span is, because it may vary over time. And the same with the joy aspect. So lots of ways you can use the what would it take question here. And the way you get back answers may be different depending on how you interact with your intuition. So you might hear the answer in your head, you might see a sign, you might have a dream that gives it to you. A lot of people find taking a break from the decision process and taking a walk around the block, or exercising, or taking a shower or a nap, and then when they come back, the answer just comes to them. So those are some tips on that. So if you want to learn more about what would it take decisions, I wrote a whole chapter in my book on this topic, and we also discuss in there other rational ways people commonly make decisions, so you can compare those. And if you're new to intuition and what would it take, just carry on using your rational methods, whether it's a pros and cons list or one of the more complicated methods, but also check in with your intuition and put them in your decision journal. And, after the decision has been made, maybe a month or two later, just compare back and see how good a decision and how happy with it you are in retrospect. And in particular, see what messages your intuition was trying to tell you about this decision and how accurate they were. So if you want to get the What Would It Take book, you can find it on intuitiveleadershipmastery.com or on Amazon. And all this week, which is What Would It Take week, you can get it for 99 cents. So thanks for watching. What would it take for you to create a fabulous rest of your day today? And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down here. And if you like this video, please like or share it. All right. Thanks so much for being here, and keep on having fun with your What Would It Takes.